That's interesting. I haven't seen a tail like that before.
And we welcome you to Tiger Stadium, where tonight's game is the Oakland Athletics versus the Detroit Tigers. This is the second game of a two-game series in the Oakland A's 1980 replay. The Oakland A's come in with a baseball's best, almost 22-8. The Tigers come in 15-14. The A's are first place in the American League's Western Division. Their lineup today will be Henderson, Murphy, and Page, Revering, Gross, and Armas, Essien, Guerrero, and Piccolo. For the Tigers, same defense as the last night. Stegman, Gibson, Summers, Hepner, Trammell, Whitaker, Thompson, Parrish behind the plate, and on the mound, Milt Wilcox. He's 3-2, 5.75 ERA, 43 hits, 36 innings. Tigers, number one team hitting in baseball, but they have one of the worst pitching staffs in baseball, so they're playing a lot of 9-8, 10-9 ball games. Let's see how we do this tonight, folks. We'll kind of see your scoreboard here and kind of keep the cards laid out and see how I can do it without much moving around. Let's see. So Henderson will lead off. Wilcox is ready. Ricky is ready. Let's play ball from Tiger Stadium. Ricky hitting 273, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in, and he's gotten 17 stolen bases. Parrish puts down the sign. Wilcox with the windup, and here's the pitch. 3-10 is a walk. So Ricky draws the leadoff walk. He's on first base. Wilcox is a 0, so it will be a -4 to take the first base. So we'll see if Ricky can go ahead and be Ricky here and see if he gets the lead. So he's a -4. He would be a 15, -4 on it. Maybe a 15 if he can get it. Again, the leading numbers are 2, 6, and 9. It's a 7. He does not get it. That hurts. Runner on first and nobody out for Dwayne Murphy. So Murphy the batter. Murphy on the year, hitting 336, 7 doubles, hit his first home run yesterday, and 8 runs batted. Remember, ballpark singles here are 9. Ballpark home runs to a left-handed batters 1-19, so 95%, or righties is 80%. So this is a bandbox. Parrish puts down the side. Wilcox from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Murphy. 4-8. That's a single 1-12. That's a 12. Just gets it past Whitaker. Ricky will go station to station, and the A's got 2 on and nobody out. So a base hit for Murphy. Here is Mitchell Page. He's kind of been struggling a little bit. He's hitting 297, so double, a triple, 4 homers, 14 runs batted in, 2 on, nobody out. Parrish puts down the sign. Wilcox in early trouble. Here's the pitch to Page. 1-9, and that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone. So Mitchell Page may have just broken out of a little funk. That was his 5th home run of the season, and the A's take a 3-0 lead. So there you go. First 3 in the books for Oakland. They jump and ambush Milt Wilcox right off the bat and lead 3-0. So now here's Dave Revering. So bye-bye baseball. Mitchell Page takes the grand tour, and the A's take a quick 3-0 lead. So here's Dave Revering. Parrish puts down the target. Revering hitting 333, 8 home runs, 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Wilcox, 6-5, popped up. That will be Thompson. He waits for it, and he gets the first out. So finally, they retire the A's on the first out after the first 3 got on. And now here's Wayne Gross. Gross hitting 387, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Again, one of the hotter hitting Athletics. Parrish puts down the target. Wilcox nods. Here's the pitch to him. 2-8, ground ball to first. Thompson's got it. Gross does not have any speed, so he'll take it to the bag himself. And there is 2 outs here in the first. So a quick inning for the A's, but now they're getting put down. Here's Tony Armas. Armas hitting 223, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in. He's the A's starting right fielder. Again, this is the Henderson Murphy Armas alignment. One of the best outfields you'll find. Paris puts down the target. Wilcox the pitch. That's a 4-6. That's a pop up to short. Wilcox will retire the last 3 after giving up runs to the first 3. The 1/2 inning of play here in Detroit. Oakland jumps on top 3-0. So now the question is, how is my writing skills today? Let's see here. So the Tiger. Sorry about that. So Armas is retired. So now up for the Athletics. It will be Lou Whitaker. So Whitaker will lead off against Rick Langford. Langford on the mound here. Langford is 3-1, 3.82 ERA, 39 hits, 35 innings, 6 walks, 17 strikeouts, giving up 4 home runs. The Tiger lineup, same. Whitaker, Trammell, Kemp, Hepner, Summers, Thompson, Parrish, Gibson, and Stegman. Bottom of the first here in Tiger Stadium. Captain Carl, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome aboard. Oakland A's replay. Let's see. We can straighten that out a little bit. Here's the pitch. 3. That's going to be a 3-9 to Whitaker. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. And the catch is going to be made by Henderson and makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So 1 away. Whitaker flies out. Let's do it this way like I was doing it before. And now here is Alan Trammell. So Trammell's up. Trammell's hitting .404, 13 doubles, and 10 runs batted in. Essien puts down the sign. Langford to the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-10, single, won the 9 on the ballpark. That's a 3-base hit Trammell. So the Tigers get their first hit. Again, this could be a game of pinball, folks. You got to be careful here in Detroit. So with Trammell on, he kind of gets not with Langford's -5, so that's not going to help. So Trammell will hold, and here is Steve Kemp, the batter. Kemp, left-handed hitter, hitting .309, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in. Langford now will work from the stretch. Essien puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Langford. 2-7 and a walk. So Kemp is on, so now the Tigers got something going. 2 on and 1 out for Richie Hepner. So let's see what I've done here. So we'll go ahead and put Hepner up. Hepner, the Grave Diggers kid from Massachusetts, hitting .230, 1 home run, 13 RBIs, 2 on, 1 out. Essien puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-6. That's a double play ball. Ground ball to second. Piccolo, Guerrero, revering for a 4-6-3 double play to end the first inning. So the A's do not score. Trammell will go to third, and that will do it for 1 inning of play in Detroit. 3-0 A's. So Tigers get the 0 in the first inning. And now the Tigers come back out, and the A's come back out. It will be Jim Essien. So Essien, the batter. So Essien now will come up. Essien hitting .159, no homers, 2 RBIs. Wilcox to wind up. Here's the pitch. 6-11, ground ball to third. That's Hepner, picks it up, throws it across the diamond, and that is 1 away. So quick 1 out for Essien. And now here is Mario Guerrero. Guerrero hitting .272, no homers, 9 runs batted in. Parrish puts down the target. Wilcox the windup. Here's the pitch. 1 split, 5-10, ground ball to short. Good thing that's Trammell. He'll make the play on the 1. So he makes a fantastic stop. E16 for Trammell, and that's a 15. So now we're going to have to look that one up. 15 on a 16. 15 on a 16 says, let's see where it's at. 15 on a 16 says error on a 14. So Trammell does not make the error, and that will be the first out. What a play by Trammell. Diving stop, came up throwing, and gets Guerrero 2 away. And now here's Rob Piccolo. Piccolo, the batter. Peachlow hitting 198, 1 home run and 13 runs batted in. So now here is Peachlow. 2 outs in the second. Oops, and the pitch and a foul ball. Of course, we're using the green Oakland away uniforms today. Here's the pitch. 1-6 struck him out. So Peachlow down on strikes, and the second inning is over. Let's go to the bottom of the second here in Motown. 3-0 favor of the Athletics. So I'll put a 0 in that column. And the A's will now be sending up their tops of the order. We'll go ahead and do it that way. I think I'm going to mess that up. So Summers, Thompson, Parrish, followed by Gibson and Stegman, and then the top of the order. So Summers will come up against Langford. Summers having a great year. 330, 3 home runs and 17 runs batted. And this whole Tiger team has been hitting the ball quite well. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-6, ground ball to second. That's Peachlow. Comes up, makes a strong throw. Got him, 1 away. So Langford getting the job done. 1 quick out. And now here's Jason Thompson. Thompson on the year, hitting 337. Thompson's year so far, 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Essien puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-2, shallow fly ball center field. Murphy's there, comes in, makes the catch, and there is 2 outs. So 2 quick outs here in the home second for the Tigers. Not much of a prowl so far. Here's the catcher, Lance Parrish. Parrish, 325 hitter, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs. Telling you all these Tigers are having good offensive seasons. Essien puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-4, single 1 to 9. That's a base hit. That's going to be a 6. So Parrish with a base hit gets off Guerrero's glove, and a big hit for Lance Parrish with 2 outs. And now here is the tough Kurt Gibson. Gibson the swing. Gibson so far on the season hitting 293, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Now here's the pitch to Gibson. Again, 5-5, fly ball left field. That's Ricky, comes in, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Tigers get a hit, but they strand him. We play 2 here in Motown. It is A's 3, Tigers nothing. Go ahead and check on chat in a moment. Make sure everyone is doing okay this evening. Good evening, as they say. So let's do that. So Stegman will be up this inning, and then the A's will now reset their lineup for the top of the third for Ricky Henderson. Henderson has walked and scored the first run. He scored on the 3-run homer by Mitchell Page. Top of the third here, Stratomatic 1980 replay. Yes, it is a good time for you to be here, Captain Carl. Again, we thank you so much. Hopefully you can see things pretty good, trying to change the look around, do things a little differently. Put a 0 in the run column there, so it's still 3-0 Oakland as we play the top of the third. So now here's Henderson. Henderson walked his first time up, unable to get the lead. Parrish puts down the target. Here's a pitch from Wilcox. 6-10, fly ball left field. They'll keep Ricky off the base pass. Stegman there makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So 1 out, top of the third. And now here is Dwayne Murphy. So Murphy the batter. Murphy singled and scored his first time up. Parrish puts down the target. Wilcox with a windup. Here's the pitch. 4-7 to walk. So Murphy's on. He's got some motor, but it'll be a -4 to his first number. So he would be a technically and 1 to 11. So we'll hold him because here comes Mitchell Page. He got off his little funk he was on, hit his 5th home run this season, bringing his RBI total up to 17. Runner on first and 1 out. Parrish puts down the target. Wilcox from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Page. 110. Goodbye, baseball. Fly ball right field. Back goes Summers. Way back. It is gone. Goodbye. Goodbye, baseball. Mitchell Page has hit his 2nd home run in as many innings. I say 2nd home run now here in the 3rd inning A's lead 5-0 as Mitchell Page has hit his 6th home run of the year. And here's Dave Revering. 1-9, 110 in a good ballpark. Page is going to have good results. 5-0 Oakland here in the 3rd. Parrish puts down the target now. Wilcox sending ratted around here. 2-7. That's a line drive down the line for a base hit. Summers will come up with the ball, throws it back in, holding Revering to a long single. So now here's Wayne Gross. A's offense exploding here in this mini 2-game series. Parrish puts down the sign. Wilcox from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5. Deep fly ball right field. That's trouble. Back goes Summers. It is gone. It just gets over his head for the home run. Wayne Gross hits his 4th of the year. Home run 3-5 Gross. Let's look at it. 3-5 righty. 1-2-5. There's the 4 on the split, and that's gone. 2-run homer, Wayne Gross. It is now 7-0 A's. And the Tigers better get their bullpen up as Milt Wilcox is officially tired. So now I keep him in the ball game because I want him to eat up some innings for me. But if I hit a dot or the fatigue dot, he automatically comes out kind of inside pitch rules. Dave Rozema will get up for the Tigers in their bullpen. He's a starter reliever, so he'll be a perfect guy in this case if they need him. So here's Armas. Parrish puts down the target. Wilcox with the windup. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-9, and that's a fly ball right field. So Wilcox will avoid the dot. That's 2 outs only. Summers makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So only 2 outs. Armas retired as the A's have gone long ball 3 times in 3 innings, just like they did in game 1. And now, oops, made a mistake in how I did that. And now here is Jim Essien. Essien doing the catching. He's in that 3-way catching thing with Newman and Mike Heath. Parrish puts down the target. Here's the pitch from Wilcox. That's a 3-10 line drive down the line, caught by the third baseman. Hepner retires aside. But the A's do score 4 more. 2-run homer by Mitchell Page. Another 2-run homer by Wayne Gross. It is 7-0 Oakland as we play the bottom of the 3rd. Oof. Gonna have to try something different numbers wise. I'm gonna try regular pen in a minute and see if that's gonna look better here. So I'll put a 4 there and hopefully people can read it. So now it's 7-0 Oakland, bottom of the 3rd, and the Tigers will now send up Dave Stegman and then the top of the lineup. Oops, let's go ahead and rearrange that a little bit. So here is Stegman. He'll lead Stegman and the Sea Monsters, as they say. So Mr. Stegman against Langford, who now has a 7-run lead here. Bottom of the 3rd, Oakland's offense really kind of having a waking up moment in this game. I mean, they've been playing well anyway, but boy, they've been getting some good rolls in this one. So here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-8 as we go back to the game. That's going to be a single 1-3. That's a 6. That's a line drive to Rob Picholo. And that's 1 out here in the 3rd. So Rick Langford has been given a 7-run lead, and Billy Martin could not be happier. So there's 1 out. Now here's Sweet Lou Whitaker. So Whitaker, the batter, it is 1 out here in the 3rd. Whitaker flied out his first time up. Tigers have 2 hits. Essien puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-7 popped up the first. That's Revering. Comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So the A's get a couple quick outs here in the inning, and that's going to make it harder for Sparky Anderson to keep his guy in there. Here is Alan Trammell. Trammell singled his first time up. Essien puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-12 single to left field for Trammell. He continues his hot hitting. Rod Carew really ate up the A's during their series, and Trammell's having another good game here against the Tigers. Now here's Steve Kemp. They can use a little long ball from Kemp to get him back in this here. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-2, fly ball right field. Armas is back, almost getting to the track, but he makes the catch, and that will end the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit. They strand 1. We play 3 here in Motown. All A's. They're spinning the records. It is 7-0 Oakland. So 7-0 Oakland as we play the top of the 4th inning. So Kemp is is retired. That means Richie Hepner will be the next batter. We'll set him up here. And here's Mario Guerrero. He's the next hitter for the Athletics here. Top of the 4th here. Again, just making sure my everything is set up the way I want it to be. The thing is, what I want to make sure is I make sure the cards staying on the table. So let's see. Here's Guerrero and the swing. Guerrero in the game has grounded out. 112 for Guerrero. Hit by pitch. Ooh, that could hurt. Guerrero, 381 at bat, so he's susceptible to the injury, and he's gone. So Guerrero will leave for the rest of the day. So Mario Guerrero hit by a pitch, and he will be taken out. So we'll go ahead and take first, and we'll go ahead and probably bring Dave McKay in. So hit by pitch for Guerrero, and we injuries we play basically where we roll on the Strat basic chart. And if he's out more than a day, it just counts as a day injury, and it keeps my usage happy. So we'll do that. Oh, the Tigers went to a new pitcher. I did not notice that because I have the game set up to play. I have the game to set up where the Tigers do their own managing. So I did not notice that. So John Hiller is on the mound, a long-time Tiger reliever. So not a good card at all. I was definitely avoiding using him. You can say that. So with the lefty now in, and Guerrero is the shortstop. Let's see what they'll do. McKay. Ooh, McKay is not. They don't need to lose Guerrero. That's a big injury. So Dave McKay will come in and play the rest of the game with a big lead. I guess that's okay. So Guerrero will go out, and Dave McKay will come in. Runner on first and nobody out. Forgot the Tigers made a swap there. So now here's Rob Piccolo. Runner on first and nobody out. Oops, foul balls. Everything goes flying. Let's go ahead and re-roll that. Here's Piccolo, 6'5", and that's a fly ball left field. That's Stegman. Comes in, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. After this, the Oakland Athletics will fly the plane. They'll go up to Toronto, and they'll play a weekend series with the Blue Jays. Up next is going to be Ricky Henderson. So Ricky's up. Henderson with a runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. 4-5 for Hiller. Ground ball to short. That's Trammell. That's a 1. That's a 3. Ooh. That's not going to be a double play ball on a 3, I don't think. So we're going to have to re-roll that one. That is a G2. So Trammell unable to turn the double play, and that's a 7. So there's no double play, but he gets the fielder's choice. So I guess with Ricky's speed, that made sense. Now with hitting Guerrero with the pitch, do you run because it's Ricky? You know what? They just might. So what's John Hiller? John Hiller's a -1, so still be a -5. Oh, no. I had a fielder's choice, and it still didn't do it. So let's go ahead and switch it around. So Ricky hits into the fielder's choice, and we'll have Ricky take first base again, and we'll try this again. Fielder's choice, shortstop Trammell, unable to get the double play, and it gives Ricky a chance to run. It'd still be a 1-14 with all the minuses. So he'll try to run, and he gets the 3, and he makes it. So Ricky with a chance to run. Oh, he's thrown out by Lance Parrish. Ricky's had those problems in this replay as he is caught stealing. So caught stealing Ricky. That will be 2-4, and that retires the side. Actually, that'll be 2-6. So the new shortstop in the ball game will be Dave McKay. He'll come in and play for Mario Guerrero, who's now day-to-day, but aren't we all? So Henderson is done. So now it's still going to be Dwayne Murphy to bat, and he'll bat in the next inning. So now here is Richie Hepner against Rick Langford. Tigers down by 7. Let's get that welcome here. SEM puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. There's that 2 Comet. No. 2-7 righty. Nothing there. Fly ball. Center field in the middle of all that fun stuff. Catch is made by Murphy. 1 away. So Hepner not liking it. That was right where he wanted it. And he missed his pitch. So now here is Champ Summers. Summers to hit. Summers in a ball game. Grounded out his first time up. Langford only 3 hits through 3 1/3 here. SEM puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-6. Ground ball to second. Peachlow's got it. Peachlow throw out the Revering. And there's 2 outs for the 3. So 2 outs for 3. So now here is Jason Thompson. Thompson at some point will be traded to the Angels, hitting .333, having a great season. SEM puts down the target. Langford with a windup. Here's the pitch. 2-7's a walk. So Thompson's on as a 2-out base runner. And now Rick Langford's going to have to deal with Thompson at first. No speed. Will not be going anywhere. And now here's Lance Parrish. He singled his first time up. SEM puts down the sign. Langford working from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. That's a 3-9, and Parrish strikes him out to end the inning. So Langford with a K. We played 4 here in Motown. 7-0 Oakland. We head to the 5th. Trying to find the right combination. And I guess I just ripped up my scoreboard here. We pay a lot of money for it. 7-0 A's. We play the 5th. So let's see what we have here. And anything else going on interesting here? Mike Terranova. How you doing, Michael? Thank you for coming in. Of course, this game is supported by the pizza truck here in New Jersey. Thank you, Michael, for coming in. And of course, in Detroit, you know what you got out there? Little Caesars, as the team is owned by Little Caesars giant himself, Mr. Ellich. At least now they are. Probably back in the day they weren't, but of course they are now a Little Caesars team. Here in the top of the 5th, Oakland 7-5-0, Detroit 0-3-0. We play the 5th. Murphy will bat. And he'll get his swings. Oops, I went the wrong way, folks. Let me go ahead and redo this. Let's do that, and do that. So Murphy to swing. He'll swing against John Hiller. Again, the computer made the choice of removing Wilcox and putting Hiller in because he got tired. So here's the pitch, 3-8. So far, he's done a good job. That's a walk. So Murphy's on with a walk. Second time he's been on base. And now let's see what happens. It's going to be Mitchell Page, and he's had some game. A 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. Parrish puts down the sign. Hiller from the stretch. 1-2. That should be. Nope, that's a single 1-9. That's a backslash. That is a 9. That's a base hit for Mitchell Page. Sends it through past Whitaker off his glove, and Page has 3 hits. So 2 on and no out. Turning the page, Mitchell. He's having some ball game. But now here are the guys who want right-handed pitching. Dave Revering struggles against lefties. .337, 8 bombs. And he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Let's see if Hiller can make a good pitch here. Parrish puts down the target. Looking to make the move here. 3-6 is a pop straight up. That should be infield fly roll. Calling off as Whitaker makes the catch, and that is 1 away. So Revering is out. You can tell Revering doesn't stay in the box as well as he does against lefties. Here's Wayne Gross. He's 1 for 2. Long 2-run homers last time up. His power is totally non-existent versus lefties. Parrish puts down the target. Hiller now from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-7. That's a single on a 1. That is a 6. So that will be a line drive to Whitaker, 2 outs. 2 outs in the 5th. Line drive to the second baseman. 2 away. So now the A's get their part of the order out. They did not like against lefties. Now here's Armas. Armas is an even, so he shouldn't matter. He's got tremendous power in that column now with ballparks in play. 1, 8, 9, 10, and 12 could be bombs. So let's see if Armas can find one and put 10 on the board. Parrish puts down the sign. Hillard from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-8 struck him out. Armis strikes out for the 25th time. A strand 2. We head to the bottom of 5th here in Detroit. It is 7-0 A's. So again, I put a 0 on the scoreboard for the Athletics here. 7-0 Oakland. And the Tigers will send up Gibson, and then Stegman, and then the top of the order for Lou Whitaker against Rick Langford, who's just going through the lineup right now. So far, he's given up 3 hits through 4 innings. Always appreciate you coming in, Mr. Mike. I thank you for that. And let's look at the scoreboard here. Let's go back here. Here's Gibson. He's 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Here's the pitch. 1-11's a walk. So Gibson's on with a base runner. Lead off one for the Tigers. They're trying to roar here in this inning. And now here is Dave Stegman. So Stegman likes left-handed pitching, so not much there on the left side. He's got the fine Langford stuff. Essien puts down the sign. Langford looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 3 column. That's where he wants to be, and he walks. So Langford has walked the first 2, and here come the Tigers now. 2 on and nobody out. And now it's Lou Whitaker's turn. Whitaker's 0 for 2. Again, Whitaker, not much power on this season. 2 on, nobody out. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is a walk, and Langford has walked the bases loaded. All of a sudden, this could be an interesting inning for the Tigers. Langford has walked the bases loaded, and here's Alan Trammell. He's been a pain to the Tigers in this series. He's now hitting .416 with 10 ribs. He's got a bases loaded of Tigers here. Langford trying to control the situation. Essien puts down the sign. Langford puts it down. This could be the big pitch of the ball game right now. That's a 2-4. It's a line drive to Gross. Oh, what a play by Wayne Gross. 1 away. Does not get the job done. Gross played him right perfectly down the line, and there's 1 away. But now here is Steve Kemp. Hepner is on deck. So bases loaded, 1 out. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here we go for Steve Kemp. Can he get a swing? 1-4 struck him out. He wanted to be in the 3 column, not the 1. And that's a 2 outs there. So Kemp strikes out, and Langford's trying to work his way out of this jam. So now here is Hepner. Hepner to swing. Big chance for Richie here. He does hit a little bit in the clutch. That could give him a hit here. Tigers trying to get some momentum. Essien puts down the sign. Langford working from the stretch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch to Richie. 5-9. Deep drive right field. That's trouble. That's a 1. Holy cow. That's going to go deep in the second deck. It is gone. A grand salami, Richie Hepner, and it is a 7-4 ball game. So big blow there. And boy, Billy Martin knew it. He'll send Art Fowler out, and he'll go talk to Rick Langford. Holy cow, a grand slam for Richie Hepner. So now, of course, let's look it up because that's what we do here. Langford, 5-9 versus a lefty. Home run 1-13. The roll was a 1. Oof. He hit that hard, long, and far. Armis did not have to move. 7-4 Oakland. So now here is Champ Summers. 1 more run, and Langford will be tired, and he'll still not have been credited for the win yet. Essien puts down the sign. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-7's a walk. 4th walk of the inning. Tigers making their way back. So now here's Jason Thompson. Langford struggling with control this inning. Essien puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Thompson to swing. A lot of power. Hits that 3 column. The Tigers will be right back in it. Here's the pitch. It's a 4. It's a 6. Struck him out on the inside corner. Look, that called strike 3. but the Tigers get 4 back, and they're in this ball game. We played 5. It's 7-4 Oakland. The Tigers prowl their way back with 4. 7-4. 7-4, good buddy. And now here will be Essien. Essien will be followed by back to the order of Dave McKay batting for the first time and Rob Picholo. So let's see what happens. 7-4 Oakland. We play the 6th. Parrish puts down the target. John Hillers, who's been out there pitching well, actually. 3-7. That's a walk to Essien. So Essien's on, but he struggled in his starts, but he'll get on with a walk, and that's huge. And now the A's will reset their lineup here. It will be Dave McKay. McKay in after the Mary Guerrero hit by pitch, took over. McKay likes to hit at least even. That shouldn't matter. Parrish puts down the target. Hiller from the stretch. Let's make sure the Tigers don't pull them out the ball game. They don't. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3-7. That's a double play ball. That's one way to keep your pitcher in. That's Tremmel. That's Whitaker. You'll hear that for a long time. Over to Thompson, double play. 6-4-3. That is Whitaker. That is Tremmel, Whitaker, and then Revering with the play. Gets him for a 2. So now here is Rob Picholo. You're noticing the A's maybe wondering, have they scored enough? Parrish puts down the target. Hiller stays in the game. John Hiller just pitching enough to survive. Here's the pitch. 2-5. Home run for Picholo. Ballpark result for him. 1-16. That's a 14. How about that? Rob Picholo hits a one down the line. Stegman going over. Gone. Just gets over. So Rob Picholo hits his 2nd home run of the season, and the A's make it 8-4. So a big hit in the ball game for Rob Picholo, and he gets a big one. So now here's Henderson. So a big solo bomb by Picholo. Parrish puts down the target. Hiller with the pitch. Let's make sure he stays in the game. And he does. And it's going to be a 4-5 ground ball to short. That's Tremmel. He's a 1. Another 1. 2nd time today we've rolled a 1. That's going to be a 13. I believe I said the only error is on a 14 on a 16. But let's make sure of that. So E16 will be 14, actually. That's an error on Trammell. No, 13. Sorry, 13. 14's the error, not 13. So Trammell dives, makes the play, gets a throws out Henderson. Oh, what a play by Trammell. 2nd time today. He gets the 1 on the 1, makes the fantastic play, and then throws them out. Good play by Allen. The A's do get 1. We go to the bottom, the 6. It's 8-4 Oakland as the A's add 1 back. So now it's 8-4. Now they're down by a slam here, and when Tigers have already had 1 today. Tigers will now go with Parrish. It'll be Parrish, Gibson, Stegman here in the 6th inning. And it'll be against Rick Langford. He'll stay in this ball game, trying to keep things going here. Essien puts down the target. Langford the windup and the pitch. 4-6, ground ball to short. That's McKay. Comes up with it, throws him out, and there's 1 away and a big out there to start the inning. Here is Kurt Gibson. So Gibson, the ball game is 0-for-1 with a walk. Walked in that 5th inning where the Tigers scored 4. Essien puts down the target. Langford from the windup, 3-11. That's a single 1-11. That's a 9. Base hit for Gibson because we are playing super advanced. So 3-11 is that reverse single 1-11. Don't use that, but use the secondary result. 1-11. That's a 9. Base hit Gibson. So runner on first and 1 out. So now here's Dave Stegman. He walked in that same inning and scored. Langford trying to get out of the 6th inning. Art Fowler looks on. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-7 fly ball left field. That's Henderson. Puts the glove up, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. We'll start pinch hitting as of the 7th inning, or Tigers will make their own pinch hitting. but I'll override stuff and do stuff myself if they don't. So here is Whitaker. He walked. Again, the bases were loaded with walks. Langford almost worked his way out, and then a bang grand slam for the Tigers. And that was by Richie Hepner, I believe. So here is Essien, puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch, and a foul ball could not release it out of my hands. And Tremmel wants to be in the 1 column, somewhat in the 2. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-6 and a walk. And again, Whitaker draws one of those walks of his. Boy, not a good game for Langford. He's been wild. 2 on and 2 outs. And now it's up to Tremmel. He lined out with the bases loaded. The A's thought they worked their way out of it. Now they have to deal with Tremmel, 2 on, 2 outs. Tremmel doesn't hit well in the clutch, but his 2 anti-clutch hits are kind of buried in low odd situations. Here's Essien, puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out in the pitch. That's a 1-7 base hit for Tremmel. His 3rd hit. He'll drop in front of Henderson. Gibson will score with ease. That will force, let's see, Whitaker to 3rd, and it's 1st and 3rd Tigers. It's now 8-5. So Tremmel, his 3rd hit of the ball game, is an RBI, and the Tigers are fighting their way back. Tying runner on board for Steve Kemp, who struck out his last time up. So Kemp now to hit. Oof, and Martin stays there with Langford. Essien puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here we go in the pitch. 3-4, boom, and gone. Kemp right field. Armas didn't even have to move. We have a tie game here in Houston. We have a problem. What was an 8-0 game, or actually was 7-0 game, it is now 8-8. Kemp bombs away, and we're tied at 8, and Langford is tired. Holy cow. Again, 3-4 for Kemp. Righty, auto bomb, goodbye. Bye-bye baseball. Langford now is in trouble. Holy cow. And now here's Hepner. So a game the A's had to worry about, and the Tigers are now storming back. 8-8 in the 6th. And again, we'll keep Langford out there until he finds a fatigue dot. Once he finds that, he is gone. Essien puts down the sign. Langford puts it down. Let's see if Langford can stay in there and give him some more time. 3-11, ground ball to first. Good play there by Revering. He gets it to the bag himself, and that retires the side. Folks, we have a brand new ball game here in Motown. Tigers storm back with 4. It is 8-8 heading to the 7th. What a ball game here. Oh, Craig Scarborough. Sorry, Craig. I didn't see you were here. I'm ducking right now. I'm sure you did not want to see that. Holy cow, what a comeback. And now we're going to go into the top of the 7th. The A's will now send up Murphy, Page, Revering, and Page has been the star here. He thought he was going to get player of the game, but all of a sudden the Tigers storm back. John Hiller will stay out there. His card absolutely stinks, but the Tigers, that's what the computer did, and I just left him, stay him in there. So we'll keep him, see what happens. 3-4 for Murphy, fly ball left field. That's an out. That will be Stegman, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. 1 out in the 7th. So now here's Mitchell Page. He's 3 for 3. Average has jumped to 328. He now has 6 home runs and 19 RBIs with his 2 home run, 5 RBI ball game. Parrish puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from John Hiller. 5-11's a walk. So Page is on for the 4th time. This time it's a walk. And now let's see what the A's will do. That will only be a 50% run chance. So he will probably stay put. Yep. And here is Revering. We're in the 7th. Okay. So now the A's start looking at their bench. Revering's having one of their better years, but now this is time I make moves. Again, you're not putting him in who's going to be a better fielder. Jeff Newman, one of the hot hitters on this athletic team. We're hoping he gets hot again for these A's. So Newman will come and swing for Revering. Mickey Klotz has grabbed the bat for Wayne Gross. Unless the Tigers make a move. Let's see. They don't. They'll keep John Hiller out there for Newman. Paris puts down the sign. Hiller from the stretch in the pitch. 2-7, and that's a single to center field. Good job, Jeff Newman. He gets the job done. First and second. Page is a +1. They were holding a -1, so it would be 75% to go to third, but we'll hold them there. I don't like to challenge that often. So Page is on at second, 2 on and 1 out. And now Wayne Gross comes up, but he'll be called back. So let's see what the Athletics do. And it will be Mickey Klutz. So Mickey Klutz will bat for Gross. Again, sending in their high-octane guys against left-handed pitching. And Klutz will be one of these guys. Klutz in the ball game. Gross had a home run, but he's coming out 321, 6 doubles, a home run, 7 runs batted in so far. 2 on, 1 out, big opportunity. Let's see if Sparky stays with Hiller, and he does. Paris puts down the target. Hiller from the stretch. Big time pitch to Klutz. 4-7's a walk, and the bases are loaded. So now the Tigers, after getting the game tied, have fought the bases loaded, and Hiller's tired. So we'll see if the Tigers make a move here. Tony Armas, the batter. Boy, what an opportunity for him to hopefully not hit into a double play or strike out in this situation. Let's see if the Tigers do. They will keep Hiller in the game. Yum, yum, yum. So let's keep him in the game. Armas is 0 for 3. We don't want a double play. Tigers are playing the infield in. So let's see here. Paris puts down the sign. Look all the stuff down here with the dots. 1, 2, 3. Those are 1-19 home runs. Or I should say 1-16 home runs. 1-9, 1-10, 1-12. 1-9, 1-10, 1-12. Or all 1-16s. 1-8, so 1-17. Armas, find that 1 column and get the A's back. Paris puts down the sign. Pitch from Hiller. 4-10. 4-10 righty. And that, folks, is a ground ball. Shortstop A, say it to me. 6-4-3. Double play. Armas does it to me again. Double play ball. And let's see how we do that. Armas is out. So that would be Armas is out and Klotz is out. So let's see. He's out. They will stay at his base. And now again, that is 6-4-3. Inning ending, bone crushing, double play to end it. And it's still 8-8. And boy, you can tell by my face, I'm not happy. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still 8-8. The A's defensively, Jeff Newman will go play first. And the new third baseman will be Mickey Klutz. Langford will stay out there until he gives up the appropriate hit. So game stays tied. They'll send up Summers, Thompson, Paris, left, and right. This is a Bob Lacey point in this ball game, possibly, with the lefties coming in. So let's see what happens here. You got Walkenfuss kind of on that bench. SCM puts down the target. Langford the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-7, base hit, Champ Summers. That's his first hit of the ball game as he continues his hot hitting for these Tigers. Here comes Thompson, and I think that's going to be all for him. Bob Lacey's going to have to come out. This team doesn't use the relievers, and they're going to have to start. So Lacey will be the new pitcher. So Lacey's coming in. So Billy cannot go much further. 8 earned runs by Langford, and that will do it. So Lacey comes in. He is healthy, so he'll come in and pitch. Doink, doink, and doink. Lacey on the year, 2-0, 1 save, 2.45 ERA. Just got to know how to use them and utilize those innings of his. And hopefully the lefty's coming. Let's see if the Tigers make a move. Bottom of the 7th inning with a pinch hitter. And they don't. They keep Thompson out there, and I'm not going to swap. If they want to make moves, I'll go ahead and let him. He's got that power against lefties still a little bit. So again, SCM puts down the sign. The look is here's the pitch from Bob Lacey. 2-5 struck him out. Big strikeout for Lacey, gets the job done. One away. And now here's Paris. This is something you have to really worry about if you are Billy Martin here. You're pitching to the strength of Lance Parrish. And he is a destroyer versus left-handed pitching. Look at that card. So we want to keep him away from the one column. Essien puts down the sign. Lacey from the stretch. Can we get a double play? That's a 6 column. Struck him out. Oh, that's an inside corner. He's not tired, thankfully. Struck him out. Lacey gets him on, gets him looking. Can I help you, Lance? Nope, just looking. 2 outs in the 7th, and here's Gibson. So Gibson now the hit. Bob Lacey trying to survive this. 2 outs in the 7th, 8-8 ball game. Both teams 8 runs on 8 hits. Essien puts down the sign and the pitch. 6-9 is going to be a strikeout for Bob Lacey. He gets the job done. Good job, Bob Lacey. We head to the 8th. So new pitcher for the Tigers will be Aurelio Lopez. So they decide to go to the closer. So Lopez will come in for the Tigers. Do they make any other moves defensively? Oops. Nope, no other moves. They keep the same alignment. So it'll be Essien, McKay, and Peachlow, the bat for the Athletics here. Bottom, top of the 8th. Let's see what's going on here, folks. Senior Smoke it is. Yes, it is. Thank you, folks. Yeah, complete opposite. This is a game where you play with ballpark effects. That's kind of what happens with these really high octane numbers. 1-19 lefties, 1-16 righties. Instead of being in Oakland where it's like 1-4 and a 1, this is a ballpark for home runs. Here is Essien. With Newman already in the game, they have Heath. He was going to bat for Essien if Hiller stayed in. But since he's now gone, Essien might as well swing. So here is the pitch from Essien. He's 0 for 2 with the walk. That's a 1-7. That's a single 1-16. Did he find one? No, it was an 18. Trammell with a fantastic play. He is showing his leather today. That might be on This Week in Baseball. Holy cow. That'll be on one of the Twib notes. One away. Now here is back to the top again. It's going to be Dave McKay. McKay came in, grounded out into a double play, came in with a Guerrero daily injury. 1 out here in the 8th. Paris puts down the sign. Lopez the windup 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball left field. That will be Stegman makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Another wild ball game here as we go to the 8th inning. Let's see here. Did I just lose my trusty pen? Probably. Give me a second, folks. I can go ahead and put those zeros in effectively. Now we're in the 8th, 8-8. Both teams 8-8-0. So for Oakland, it will be Rob Peachlow. That's right, Rob Peachlow, Mr. Scarborough. You know what he's done today? Guess what? He had a home run back in the 6th inning, giving the A's their 8th run. He hit it into the left field stands. Paris puts down the sign. Here's a pitch from Lopez. That's a 5-7. That's a base hit for Peachlow. A 15. That's a single. 1-5 double, and that's a single. So Peachlow is 2 for 4. So he's getting that average up there a little bit. Good job there from Rob. Runner on first and 1 out. Not a lot left on the bench. And now here's Ricky. Boy, Ricky can use a big hit right now and not hit into a double play. Ooh, Peachlow, look at that speed. I would get -1 if Ricky can get on base. There's 2 outs, though. Paris puts down the sign. Ricky 0 for 3 with the walk and the pitch. 6-9 is a walk, and he walks Ricky. 2 on and 2 outs. So now the things get interesting here for Dwayne Murphy. So Murph comes in, and he is 1 for 2, a single and a couple walks. Can Aurelio Lopez get the job done? 2 on, 2 outs. Paris puts down the sign. Lopez from the stretch. 4. 9 is a ground ball shortstop X. You know, you don't hit it at Tremel. That's a mistake. 11. So we don't want the 14. Tremel fields. It's a 12. Makes the play. Gets the force out, and that retires the side. So the A's strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's still 8-8. So now the Tigers come up, and now you have to be worried that the Tigers can now get something here. It's going to be Stegman, followed by Whitaker and Trammell, probably against Bob Lacey here in the 8th inning. Jeff Jones up in the A's bullpen. They don't have a lot of reliable relievers. They're going to try to get something. Here's Stegman, 1-3, line drive down the line. Mickey Klutz was right there. Good job, Mick. He had the line protected and made a nice play down the third baseline. 1 out in the 8th. So now here's Lou Whitaker. So Whitaker is announced. He so far in the ball game is 0 for 2 and a couple walks. Essien puts down the sign. Lacey with the pitch. That's going to be a 4-6. That's going to be a strikeout unless they pinched hit for him. He doesn't. That's a strikeout. So Bob Lacey again gets a whiff. 2 outs here in the 8th. So for Bob Lacey, that's his 4th strikeout of the ball game. And here's this Alan Trammell dude. Trammell is 3 for 4, average up to 417. So Trammell the swing. Essien puts down the sign. Here's the pitch to Trammell. That's a 5-4. That's a catch X. He's a 2E11. That's going to be a 6. That'll probably be a pass ball. And there's no error on a 9, and Essien will make the play to end the inning. So pop up behind the plate, gets Trammell out. We'll head to the 9th. We're tied at 8. So we'll see what the Tigers do here, if any defensive changes. Everything looks the same, nothing new. Aurelio Lopez comes in and pitched the 9th to the hottest hitter on this team, and that is who? Mitchell Page. So Mitchell Page will be the hitter. So we'll go ahead and we need Mr. Stegman, Gibson, Whitaker, and Trammell. So now here is Mr. Page. He has turned the page today, 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in, and also a walk and a base hit. So now Parrish puts down the sign. Let's see if Mitchell can get on again. 6-3. Oh, he hit one again. Deep fly ball, right field. Back goes Summers. Looks up and gone. Mitchell Page has homered, and it's 9-8 Oakland. His 3rd of the game, his 7th of the year. Have yourself a day, Mitchell Page. Holy cow, ballpark home run Lopez. 6-3, boom, and it is right there. It's automatic. And home run right there against a lefty. It turns into a ballpark bomb. And against lefties, 1-19. It is a 13, and that ball is gone. 3 home runs on the day, and the A's now have a lead. So now here's Jeff Newman. Let's see if the A's bullpen can hold it. Parrish puts down the sign. Lopez, I believe, stays in the game. Let's see. I don't see them taking him out. Here's the pitch to Newman. 4-12, struck him out, 1 away. Big strikeout there in the 9th. So now here is Mickey Klutz. Klutz in the ball game. He walked. Parrish puts down the sign. Lopez with the pitch. 6-9's a walk. So Klutz gets his 2nd walk of the ball game, and that's good for Mickey's on base. That works really well. 1 on. And now here is Tony Armas. Boy, he's just been struggling. 216 hitter, only 3 home runs, and he's heading to a bunch of DPs. Parrish puts down the sign. Lopez from the stretch. That's a 1-7. 1-7 righty. Ground ball shortstop A. Let's say it together. Trammell, Whitaker, Thompson, 2 for double play. 2nd double play of the ball game. And that will do it. Ground ball out. 6-4-3. We go to the 9th. 9-8 Oakland. Okay, so Lacey, who's now tired because he came in as a starter, but now technically he's in for the win. He's a 3. Now, technically, are you tired? Those who play Strat and Matic Let me ask you, Bob Lacey's in his third inning of work. So this would be his inning of fatigue if he gives up 3 hits or walks. But he came in a non-save situation, relieving Langford. But now he's in a point where it is now a save situation. They say he's automatically save 0. Is that true? And why? So I'm going to go ahead and take a second and go to the game. I know I have some Strat players here. Captain Carl is here. So let's see here. So I doesn't sure if you're a Strat player, Craig, but I know you're just a sports sim fan. But I know Mr. Terranova is here, who plays SADV on his channel, on his pitching matchup tournament he plays. I know Captain Carl is a Stratomatic player. Just curious, does that make Lacey an auto tired entering the 9th inning, even though he didn't start the game as the closer? Is he automatically going to get pulled, and then you have to bring somebody in? What is the situation there? Again, I'm taking a minute to play this. We're an hour in, 6 people. Thank you, folks. I got 2 likes and 6 in. So, folks, if you hit the like button, I appreciate it. If I get 6 likes and 6 people at least watching in the game as a chat, that means a lot of people will be doing their job. Yes, because he already pitched in the number of outs in his closing number. Okay, then he will stay in until he's tired. So he can stay in there. He won't be tired until he gives up his first hit. Then I can leave him in there until he gets the fatigue dot, because I don't like a lot of their bullpen. So let's see what happens. It's going to be Kemp. He hit the 3-run bomb back in the 6th inning that tied this up. Again, he'll hit against the left-handed pitcher. He'll be followed by Hepner, Summers, all lefties. So it should favor Bob Lacey in a certain aspect. So let's do this. It's 9-8 Oakland in the 9th. Essien puts down the target. Lacey looks in. Here's the pitch. 5-10. That's a ground ball shortstop, and that's where the injury is going to hurt, right? Yes, it is. 5-10. Ground ball is short. That's a 6. McKay's a 4. That's a base hit. So he's an E14. Let's see if he does not boot it also. He's going to knock it down, and there's no error on the 8. That's an infield hit. So McKay knocked it down, and that's a single for Kemp. He's 2 for 4, and now Bob Lacey is considered to be tired. But, again, I like him better than anyone else, so he'll stay in there. Here is Hepner, though. He's got power against lefties. In this ballpark, you got to be careful for that. So Lacey's going to try to struggle through this. Essien puts down the sign. Lacey nods. Let's see if we can get him through this inning. 2-11. Single 1-9. He just missed the home run stuff. That's a 1. That's a line drive base hit. Armis will pick it up. Kemp will stop at second. And the Tigers have the goal, the tying runner at second and the winning run at first. Oh, and now here is Champ Summers. Let's see if the Tigers, I would bat here if there's someone on the bench, and Summers is the outfielder here. You can always put Corcoran in its place. Let's see what we want to do here, folks. Let's see. We're the Tigers right now. They could put in Brookins. They could put in Dyer. Walkenfuss is that too well. They got guys who can play the outfield. So let's see if they make a move. That's why I set it up this way, so the computer makes moves here. First and second, no outs, and they will bat Summers here. So they make pitching moves, so I know they'll make hitters also. If there's something very awful, I will make, like the next batter is Thompson. If they have him still batting, I will probably throw Walkenfuss in its place. So Essien puts down the target. Lacey from the stretch. First and second, nobody out, and the pitch. 6-6. Oh, missed it. Fly ball right field. Fatigue dot was right there on a 7 and 8. Makes the catch, and there's one away and a big out in the 9th. So Summers retired. So now Jason Thompson. Let's see if the Tigers go with him somewhere. And the answer is no. Maybe they don't make moves. So let's go ahead and make the move. Who would play first if he comes out? He is the first baseman of record. Oh, let's see. Corcoran can play it awfully. Let's see. Walkenfuss is a 4E20, basically 4E29. Both are awful. Hepner is a 4E3, and then he put Brookins at third. So Walkenfuss is going to swing. So John Walkenfuss will swing. So this is where I'll make the move. So sorry, A's fans. I got to do what's smart here. You don't stick it with the lefty out there and not make the move and give him a chance. So John Walkenfuss will swing. He's got power definitely against lefties. Lacey trying to right the ship unless you bring in Jeff Jones here. Let's look at the A's bullpen and see if there's anyone who can close. Jeff Jones, Dave Hamilton, both have closing ratings. Jones is a 3, so he can come out and get me some outs if needed. He is way overused. That's not what I want, though, but he may have to come out and give me a half inning. Essien puts down the sign. Lacey looks in. Let's see. Come on. That's a 4-9. Uh-oh. Fly ball deep left field. That's trouble. That's deep. Back goes Henderson. It is gone. This game is over. The Tigers come all the way back. 4-9 against a righty. Holy cow. And we go to the right side, folks. There it is. Home run 1-13. There's the 11. That ball is gone. And the Tigers come all the way back. A 3-run bomb. Final score is the Tigers 11 and the A's 9. Wow, what a ball game. The Tigers get 1 in the 9th. A's get 1 in the 9th, but the Tigers get 3. So the final score is 11-9. The A's lose for the first time in a while. They're now 22-9. Tigers are 16-14. You can see why they lead the league in hitting. 11 runs on 11 hits. A's 9 runs, 10 hits. Mitchell Page's 3 home runs in the ball game was overshadowed here. So Gross hit his 4th home run. Picholo hit his 2nd. Kemp hit his 4th. Hepner hit his 2nd. And John Walkenfuss, a pinch hit 3-run homer. As we look at the statistics, Mitchell Page 4 for 4, 3 runs scored, 6 runs batted in. The other hits in the ball game, Picholo had 2 hits, including the home run. Gross had 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Newman was 1 for 2 as a pinch hitter. And then let's see, Revering 1 for 3, a run scored. Ricky was 0 for 3, a run scored, not much going. Murphy 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. The A's with 10 hits. The Tigers, Tremmel 3 for 5, runs scored. Kemp 2 for 4 had the home run. Hepner 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, and 4 RBIs. He had the grand slam. Summers 1 for 4. Walkenfuss hit the 3-run pinch hit home run. Parrish was 1 for 4. Gibson 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. Stegman 0 for 3. So the A's lose this tough one on the last game of this mini 2-game series here in Detroit. I think they're happy to get out of Tiger Stadium here. A big win for the Tigers. The A's now have 6.5 game lead. They're 22-9. That's officially 4 games ahead of pace. Royals are 15-15, and they're 1 game back of their pace. Again, the next series will be north of the border, so have your passports ready for the next series as the A's will take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And that will be starting on Friday night, May 16th. So go ahead and highlight our games and give you the pitching matchups. Mike Norris will take on Jesse Jefferson. That will be a Friday nighter. And then on Saturday in Oakland, that again will be an afternooner. That'll be Matt Keogh and Dave Steve. That looks like a great matchup on paper. And then on the Sunday finale, it will be Rick Langford, and he'll be opposed by Paul Mirabella. Then, folks, the A's. And then it will be happening on Monday. The Oakland Athletics, Steve McCanny will take on Dennis Leonard in the first big series of the year as they take on the Kansas City Royals. So I want to thank everyone that come in. I appreciate them. 3 likes, please, folks. If you're leaving the game, please, can I have more likes? If you guys are still there, have not liked yet, I would appreciate it. Let's see. I should start doing that, and my replays keep me out of it as much as possible. I should also get the original updated 84 set. Thanks for the game. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Captain Carl, for coming in. Thank you, Craig, for always liking. I appreciate everyone for being here for the game. Yeah, great game. Unfortunately, the A's don't pull it off as they lost this one. They were up at 1 point, 7-0, as the Tigers scored 4 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. They tied it. The A's came back with the run in the sixth. And then the A's with 1 in the ninth by Mitchell Page's, again, third home run of the ball game, but the Tigers pull it off in the bottom of the ninth inning. So again, thank you everyone for coming in. I appreciate it. There we go. 4 in and 4 likes. So everyone have a great rest of your night. We'll see you again for more A's baseball as the A's will go north of the border to take on the Toronto Blue Jays.